6 Simple Ways to Decrease Belly Fat, based on science. A woman pinching her belly overweight does not necessarily equivalent harmful. There are actually a lot of fat those who are in excellent wellness. Conversely, many normal body weight individuals have the metabolic problems associated with being overweight. That's because the fat under the skin is actually not that big of a problem, at least not from a wellness standpoint. It's more of a cosmetic problem. It's the fat in the stomach hole, the stomach fat, that causes the biggest issues. If you have a lot of unwanted fat around your waistline, even if you're not very heavy, then you should take some steps to get rid of it. Belly fat is usually estimated by measuring the area around your waistline. This can easily be done at home with a simple tape measure. Anything above 40 inches wide, 102 centimeters, in men and 35 inches wide, 88 centimeters, in women, is known as stomach being overweight. There are actually a few proven strategies that have been proven to focus on the fat in the belly area more than other parts of one's whole body. Here are 6 evidence-based ways to lessen tummy fat. 1. Don't eat glucose to prevent sugar-sweetened drinks. Soda bottles. Added glucose is very harmful. Studies show that it has uniquely side results on metabolic wellness. Sugar is half glucose, half fructose, and fructose can only be metabolized by the liver organ in any lot. When you eat a lot of enhanced glucose, the liver organ gets overloaded with fructose, and is forced to turn it all into fat. Numerous research that unwanted glucose, mostly due to the considerable levels of fructose, can cause to improved accumulation of fat in the belly. Some believe that this is the primary mechanism behind sugar's side results on wellness. It increases stomach fat and liver organ fat, that results in insulin resistance and a host of metabolic problems. Liquid glucose is even worse in this regard. Fluid nutrient consumption don't get registered by the brain in the same way as solid nutrient consumption, so when you drink sugar-sweetened beverages, you end up ingesting complete nutrient consumption. Studies show that sugar-sweetened beverages are connected to a 60% improved risk of being overweight in children, per each daily serving. Make a decision to minimize the quantity of glucose eating plan, and consider completely eliminating sugary beverages. This includes sugar-sweetened beverages, mindset and various high-sugar sports beverages. Keep under consideration that none of this applies to whole fruits, which are extremely healthier and have sufficient materials that mitigates the side results of fructose. The quantity of fructose you get from fruits is negligible compared to what you get from a weight decrease program great in enhanced glucose. If you want to cut back on enhanced glucose, then you must start reading labels. Even meals marketed as wellness meals can contain millions of glucose. Consuming more proteins is a great long-term strategy to lessen belly fat. Man sticking knife through meat. Protein is the most significant macronutrient when it comes to decreasing body weight. It might reduce cravings by 60%, increase metabolism by 8100 nutrient consumption per day and help you eat up to 441 fewer nutrient consumption per day. If weight loss is your objective, then adding proteins is perhaps the single most efficient change you can do to your daily eating plan. Not only will it help you lose, it can also help you prevent regaining body weight if you ever decide to abandon your weight loss efforts. There is also some proof that proteins is particularly efficient against stomach fat. One research demonstrated that the quantity and quality of proteins consumed was inversely related to fat in the belly. That is, those who ate more and better proteins had much less stomach fat. Another research in Denmark demonstrated that proteins was connected to significantly decreased risk of stomach fat gain over a period of 5 years. This research also demonstrated that enhanced carbohydrates and oils were connected to a higher level of stomach fat, but vegetables and fruit connected to decreased quantities. Many of the research displaying proteins to function had proteins at 25 to 30% of nutrient consumption. That is what you should aim for. So try to eat more fresh high-protein meals such as whole eggs, fish, seafood, beans, nuts, various meats, milk products and some whole grains. These are the best sources of proteins in the eating plan. If you struggle with getting enough proteins eating plan, then a quality proteins complement, like whey protein, is a good and convenient way to enhance your overall consumption. If you're vegetarian or vegan, then check out this article on how to enhance your proteins consumption. Bonus tip: consider cooking your meals in grape oil. Some research that 30 milliliters, about 2 tablespoons, of grape oil per day reduces stomach fat slightly. 3. Cut carbohydrates from your diet. Carb restriction is a very efficient way to lessen weight. This is supported by several research. Whenever individuals cut carbohydrates, their hunger goes down and they shed body weight. Over 20 randomized controlled trials have now proven that low-carb eating plans cause 2 to 3 times more weight loss than low-fat eating plans. This is true even when the low-carb categories are allowed to eat as much as they want, while the low-fat categories are nutrient restrictive and hungry. Low-carb eating plans also cause quick discount rates in water body weight, which gives individuals near instant results. An important difference on the scale is often seen within a few days. There are also research comparing low-carb and low-fat eating plans, displaying that low-carb eating plans specifically focus on the fat in the belly, and around the organs and liver organ. What this means is that a particularly great proportion of the fat lost on a low-carb eating plan is the dangerous and illness-promoting stomach fat. Just avoiding the enhanced carbohydrates, white breads, pastas, etc., should be sufficient, especially if you keep your proteins great. However, if you need to shed body weight quickly, then consider dropping your carbohydrates down to 50 grams per day. This will put your whole body into ketosis, killing your hunger and making your whole body start burning primarily fats for fuel. Of course, low-carb eating plans have many other wellness advantages besides just weight loss. They can have life-saving results in type 2 diabetics, for example. 4. Eat meals materials wealthy, especially sticky fiber. Not consuming salad with a fork. Dietary materials is mostly indigestible place matter. It is often claimed that eating a lot of materials can help with weight loss. This is true, but it's essential to keep under consideration that not all materials is reasonable quality. It seems to be mostly the dissolvable and sticky materials that have an impact on your body weight. These are materials that bind water and form a thick gel that sits in the gut. This gel can dramatically slow the movement of food through your stomach and small bowel, and slow up the digestion and absorption of nutrients. The end result is a prolonged feeling of fullness and decreased hunger. One review research found that an additional 14 grams of materials per day were connected to a 10% decrease in nutrient consumption and weight loss of 2 kilograms, 4.5 pounds, over 4 months. In one 5-year research, eating 10 grams of linens per day was connected to a 3.7% decrease in the quantity of fat in the stomach hole, but it had no influence on the quantity of fat under the skin. What this implies is that linens may be particularly able to lowering stomach fat. The best way to get more materials is to eat a lot of place meals like vegetables and fruit. Legumes are also a good source, as well as some cereals like oats. Then you could also try taking a materials complement like glucomannan. This is one of the most sticky nutritional materials in existence, and might cause weight loss in several research. 5. Being active is very able to decreasing belly fat. Running shoes. Exercise is significant for various reasons. It is among the best things you can do if you want to live a long, healthier lifestyle to prevent illness. Getting into all of the amazing wellness advantages of workout is beyond the scope of this article, but workout does appears to function at decreasing stomach fat. However, keep under consideration that I'm not talking about stomach training exercises here. Identify decrease, losing fat in one spot, is not possible, and doing endless levels of crunches will not create you reduce weight from the belly. In one research, 6 weeks of training just the ab muscles had no measurable influence on waistline area or the quantity of fat in the stomach hole. That being said, other types of workout can be very efficient. Aerobic workout, like walking, operating, swimming, etc., might cause significant discount rates in stomach fat in several research. Another research found that workout completely prevented individuals from regaining stomach fat after weight loss, implying that workout is particularly essential during body weight maintenance. Exercise also results in decreased inflammation, blood sugar levels, and all the other metabolic abnormalities that are associated with central being overweight. 6. Track your meals and figure out exactly what and how much you are eating. What you eat is significant. Pretty much everyone knows this. However, surprisingly, a lot of individuals actually don't have a clue what they are really eating. People think they're eating high proteins, low carb or whatever, but tend to drastically over or underestimate. I think that for anyone who truly wants to optimize their eating plan, tracking things for a while is absolutely essential. It doesn't mean you need to weigh and evaluate everything for the rest of your daily lifestyle, but doing it every now and then for a few days in a row can help you realize where you need for making changes. If you want to enhance your proteins consumption to 25 to 30% of nutrient consumption, as recommended above, just ingesting meals wealthy in proteins won't cut it. You need to actually evaluate and optimize in order to reach that objective.